Hi everyone, Mrs. Pearson here. Hope you've all had a fantastic half term and are ready to get going again on our weekly sporting challenges. Today the component of fitness that we're going to look at is coordination, and coordination is the ability to move our bodies with fluency and accuracy. And coordination is probably one of the components of fitness that is the least thought about, and yet if you actually think about it, it underpins many of the activities that we do. So something as simple as walking, as running, jumping, all of those things require coordination. If we look at sports in particular, having good coordination is really key in many of the sports that we take part in. And it's also really good for preventing injuries. So, think about the sports that we do. Think about hockey. Think about the fact that you're holding a hockey stick and you've got to coordinate your hands and your eyes and be able to control a ball. Think about things like tennis, when you are serving. Lots of different things that we've got to think about there. Think about when we are doing, when we're playing badminton, and lots of us have done badminton this year, even just something as simple as being able to coordinate letting go of the shuttle so that you can hit the shuttle with your racket with a serve. So think about sports like triple jump, having to coordinate your arms and your legs to try and get yourself into that hop, step and jump. So lots and lots of things that coordination is really useful for. So I've roped in a couple of willing volunteers, Mr. Foy and Miss Kenny, who are our students who are going to be working with us, hopefully when you all come back into school. We hope you enjoy it. There are a few different challenges for you to have a go at, but maybe have a little bit of a think about your sport, where coordination is really, really key and important. Get onto Google, have a look. There are hundreds of different coordination exercises you can do. Have some fun with it. We'd love to see maybe some videos of you coming up with different things as well. So taking on board maybe some of the things that we're doing here. Have a great time. Hopefully see you all soon.
Challenge I want you to try is working on step-ups. Step-ups are good for our coordination because it's using our arms and legs to get up and down the step. So, an easy start to this would be walking up a step like you would going up the stairs, just one foot and then the next foot. You can add your arms in to make it a little bit more complicated. As you get more confident, you can get a bit faster with this. And you can do it for 30 seconds and count how many step-ups you can do. Another variation of this you could do would be toe taps. So getting your feet just touching, getting your arms moving, opposite arm to opposite leg, until you get confident. Again, try for 30 seconds, count how many you can do. The next one is if you've got a step, you could go side to side. So with one foot going over, back on the step, and back over. If you don't have the space to go all the way over, you could just go on one side. So one foot up and then back down. When you're confident going one way, you can turn around and try the other side. It's working, try keep looking up and try and get your feet moving as quick as they can.
So the second exercise we're going to do is with ladders. If you don't have any ladders at home to create squares, you can use socks or any objects that you've got around the house. So the first exercise we're going to do with Miss Kenny, you're going to put one foot in each square. Okay, try and keep your head up and alternate your arms and your legs. Perfect. So sports, you can use things like that in terms of you can use your peripheral vision to try and get your head up, your posture up, so you're scanning. Maybe in football, if you're looking to go for a through ball or a pass to make a pass, you need to get your head up, don't you? Okay, so the second exercise we're going to do is 2 feet in each square, okay? A little bit more challenging now, try and get your head up again. So again, this will be really good for speed exercises or if you're doing any sprinting work. Okay, so it's really focusing on fast feet. And then the third exercise we're going to do is focusing on a bit more on agility. So 2 feet in each, but we're sidestepping as well. If you want to challenge yourselves, step a bit further out of the boxes. All right, that's really good for obviously sports like hockey or netball when you're changing direction really quickly. So the third exercise we're going to do is skipping. So using a rope, you can just go nice and slowly. You can do 2 feet, land with 2 feet. Okay, perfect, well done. Yeah, just take it nice and easy. You can do this for about 30 seconds, or if you're feeling confident, try and go for about 50 skips. So the second exercise you can do is you can go off 1 foot, so almost like you're hopping, and then alternate your feet. So you go right foot and then to left foot. So with this exercise of skipping, you're trying to coordinate the timing of the rope coming down and your feet lifting up. If you're getting really confident, you can go really fast, or you can try and go as fast as you can, yeah? So little jumps, 2 feet, and then if you're proper confident, try and do a crossover. Okay, it's really difficult, is that? Yeah, Miss Kenny's done it perfectly, so yeah,
well
so
done.
2 crossovers.
So the fourth exercise we'll be doing is some hand-eye coordination. So get yourself a tennis ball, a football, a netball, whatever you have. You're going to find a wall and just stand about 2 meters away from it. Then you're going to pass 2 hands to 2 hands. See if you can get the ball a bit higher, a bit lower to challenge yourself, but you're catching 2 hands to 2 hands. When you get comfortable with that, you can go 2 hands to 1 hand. Try and catch it in either your left or your right. Use your weaker hand. This is great for things like cricket, netball, trying to think about your hand-eye coordination. Where's that ball going to end up? How are you going to be catching it? When you're really confident, you can then go from 1 hand to 1 hand, but left to right. So starting your left against the wall into your right. You can do this for 30 seconds, see how many you can do without dropping it, or you can just keep going and see how many you can do overall. You can use different balls. So if you want to use, say, a football, you could use for netball, for instance, a chest pass to do it. Link it to your sport depending on what it is. The final activity we have is based on keepy-uppies. So to start with, what you can do is drop the ball, try and kick it up and catch it. We're looking at your hand-eye coordination, but also using your feet. You need to think about things like the power you're going to put behind it, where's the ball going to go. Good for things like football, rugby kicking, any sort of hand-eye and feet sports. So next, what you could do is just with your feet, but with a bounce in the middle. So up, let it bounce, and then try and kick it. See how many you can do. You could try it for 30 seconds, or you can just see how many you can do without dropping it. And the last one, when you're really confident, you can go into keepy-uppies. So this is just feet, keeping the ball up in the air for